You're watching Storytime with Miss Connie, and I'm Miss Connie. My co-host today is this wonderful little kitty right here. He's 5 months old. His name is Trouble, and he's considered to be a black and white tuxedo with he's got like medium hair here, and he's got a very long-haired tail. He's very, very cute. And he's going to help us read the book we have for you today. It's a special book, not a lot of photographs, so we have some wonderful slides behind us that show some of the cats who are ready to be adopted. Trouble is also ready to be adopted. Again, 5 months old, he's been neutered, he's got his shots, he will be microchipped for you, and he's ready. He's just looking for his forever home. So I am going to see, he's having such a good time. He is so friendly, it's just amazing. Not amazing, because my kitties are all free, but look how sweet he is. He is so adorable. I don't think we should read a book. I think I should pet him the whole time. The show will be me petting Trouble. Right, Trouble? Me petting Trouble, yay! Okay, look what we're going to read today. Look at this. We're reading, excuse me. Okay, we're reading the Puppy Rescue Riddle. There you go, Puppy Rescue Riddle. I think I'm going to have a little bit of a challenge with this kitty. Okay. This book was actually written by Catherine Nichols. I mean, seriously, this cat is not doing anything. Okay, there it is. Okay, all right. Can you just calm down? Here, I gave you a treat. You want another treat? No? Oh, there we go. There we go. Now, please calm down, because the kids out there want us to read the book. You're going to go over there and play? Okay. All right. Oh, you're going to sit right here with me? You're so good. Yes, you are. You want to sit right here? There's a bed right here if you'd like to lay on the bed. See, look, there's a bed right here. Trouble. Trouble. Hey, Trouble. Trouble. Excuse me. Well, you know, you're going to see his back end. Hi. How you doing? Oh, excuse me. There we go. How's that? All right. That's better, isn't it? Okay. Phew. Man, he wears me out. He's so active, but he's so sweet. And he just loves to purr. He loves treats. 5 months old. He's a sweetie. Okay. A change of plans. Now remember, this is about Puppy Rescue Riddle. Puppy love. Dogs don't speak, but they show how they feel. So okay, I'm trying. Some dogs love to be petted, and others like to have their ears rubbed. Ooh, look at this. He loves his ears rubbed, and he loves his head scratched. Your dog may want to cuddle up with you, run around and play, or just hang out. A change of plans. Elliot Flynn looked out his bedroom window. It was a gray, windy Saturday. Gold leaves fell from the beech tree in front of his house and drifted across the lawn. Across the street, I'm trying, honey, but you keep getting in my way. Across the street, 2 girls were playing a game of catch. Elliot knew their names. Amy Chang and Kong Lee were in his class. They both seemed nice, even if Amy always had to be right. But he only knew them enough to say hi. Come here. Good boy. They weren't his friends. Since school started in September, he hadn't made one friend. And now it was the end of October. What if he never had anybody to play with? What if he never had anyone to play with? Elliot wished his family had never moved to North Carolina. He had liked his old neighborhood in Virginia just fine. He let the curtain fall back and sighed. Just then his brother stepped into the room. Sam had his jacket on and was whistling. "Are you going out?" Elliot asked the teenager. "It's almost noon," Sam said. "Time to go to my job." Sam worked part-time at Adopt Your BFF dog shelter. You know what BFF stands for? I bet you a lot of people out there know. It's for best friends forever. That's a great name for a shelter. I got to put this cord in behind me because trouble keeps getting into it. Come here, baby. He was going to be a vet when he finished school. Sam loved all animals, but he especially loved dogs. Do you especially love dogs or cats? Or rabbits, guinea pigs, hamsters? Where are you going? Okay. I'll wait here for you. Oh, he's going into the... You want to get up here? Come on. There you go. What about me? Elliot asked. Their parents were at a movie, and Sam was supposed to be watching him. Sam tossed a jacket at his brother. You're coming with me. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Do I have to? Elliot had planned. Planned to spend the afternoon sorting his rock collection. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Do I have to? Yes, Sam said. You're only in 2nd grade. You can't stay home by yourself. Elliot made a face, but he put on his jacket. Ooh, he doesn't know how much fun he's going to have. And I'm going to get a close-up of this here. And yeah, I know. See, here we go. See, there's some pictures of the shelter. See that? Let me put it this way. Okay. All right. Popular pets. Oh, we got a little pug. We got cats. We got rabbits, turtles, fish, and a guinea pig. Okay. Outside, Sam and Elliot headed for a white van. The van belonged to the dog shelter. Sam used it on weekends to pick up supplies. As Sam unlocked the van, a ball bounced across the street. Catch it, Chung and Amy called out. Maybe he's going to go sleep now. Yes, you're a good boy. Ellie, hello, Sam said, turning toward the girls. Hi, she waved shyly to Elliot. Are you going to the shelter? Amy asked. Amy loved dogs too. At school, all she ever talked about was dogs, dogs, dogs. Sam nodded. But first, I have to stop to buy puppy kibble. We just got some puppies and they need special food. Amy and Kong's eyes lit up when Sam said, puppies? Puppies? Amy clapped her hands. Can we go with you to see them? Please? Pretty please? Pretty please? You're so good. Look at him. He's so good. He's such a good boy. We won't be any trouble, Kong promised. Remember when I came to the shelter to adopt Snowball? Ooh. See, here's a picture of a little girl. And it says, taking care. A doctor who treats animals is called a veterinarian, or vet for short. Some vets care for pets such as dogs, cats, and rabbits. Other vets look after farm animals such as sheep, goats, and horses. And vets who work in zoos keep elephants, tigers, and all the other animals healthy. Becoming a vet. To become a vet, first you have to go to college and take a lot of science classes. Then you have 4 more years of vet school. This is when you get to work directly with animals. In your last year of vet school, you will take a special test. If you pass, you will get your license to practice veterinary medicine. That sounds like a lot of hard work, and I know the vets that I deal with are all very, very smart. They know so much about animals. Snowball was Kong's new dog. She was just a few months old. Sam looked at the 2 girls and nodded. Okay, he said, you can keep Elliot company. Yay, the girls cried, yay. But first, we have to ask your parents. Smart. While Sam, Amy, and Kung went to check with the girls' parents, Elliot sat inside the van and stared at the cloudy sky. The gray day matched his mood. All he had wanted to do this Saturday was sort through his rock collection. Instead, he was on his way to a dog shelter. Elliot would never admit it out loud, but dogs scared him a little. He sighed. It was going to be a long afternoon. Do dogs scare you? You know, sometimes they could scare you, but you need to go to a shelter, somebody who has a nice quiet dog, and learn that all dogs are not scary. They're just like active and jumping around, sort of like a kitty does, like this kitty does. And he doesn't scare anybody. He's just so friendly. The next one says, wiggly balls of fur. Adopt Your BFF was down a steep hill at the bottom of a valley. As soon as Sam had parked, Kyung and Amy rushed out of the van and ran inside. Elliot helped his brother. Together they carried bags of puppy food into the small one-story building. Sam stopped at the front desk to say hi to Tina, the shelter's manager. Elliot stayed near his brother. Yes, I know you're sweet. He read a poster that hung behind the desk. Adopt Your BFF today. Kyung and Amy were already in the back area where the dogs were kept. Rows of cages were stacked on top of each other. The larger bottom cages held 2 big dogs. Some smaller and medium-sized dogs filled the upper cages. Kyung counted all the animals. When I adopted Snowball, there were a lot more dogs, she said. Now there are only 7 dogs and 6 puppies. Tina overheard her. That's because we had a big adoption fair last weekend. Most of our dogs found good homes. Oh, I love that. That is so cool. Amy peered into the cage with the 6 puppies. 3 were all white and 2 were tan with splotches of black. Oh, they sound like really cool looking puppies. The tiniest puppy was a pretty copper color. The puppies zipped, yipped, and stepped over one another. You know how puppies are? They're all over the place. Squirmy, squirmy, sort of like kittens. Are you going to stay there now? You're a good boy. See how good he is? He just loves people. They are so cute, Amy cooed. How old are they, Kyung asked. They're about 10 weeks old, Sam said. He unlocked the cage. Amy scooped up the tiny copper puppy. This one is my favorite, she said. I'm going to call her Penny. Sam gently lifted a puppy with a splotch of black over his eye from the cage. But she isn't yours, he reminded Amy. He gave Kyung the puppy to hold. Not yet, Amy said, but my parents have been promising that I can get a dog someday. They just have to let me have her. Elliot shook his head. He couldn't understand what the fuss was about. The puppies were cute, sure. They were wiggly balls of fur with big, dark eyes, but they also demanded a lot of attention. And the one Kyung was holding had just nipped her fingers. Ouch! Kyung gave the puppy back to Sam. Puppies this age like to bite, Sam told her. It's natural, sort of like kittens. They tend to like to bite. They call it love bites, and that you can correct. You don't have to, that's not really good to let them continue to do that. I know, Kyung said. Snowball nipped when we first got her, but we trained her to stop. See? You can train a doggy and kitties. You can train them not to bite. Sam held out the black and tan puppy to Elliot. Would you like to hold him? Elliot put up a hand. No, thanks. And now we're going to talk a little bit about, it has a little thing here. It says, say no to nipping. Puppies like to play. It goes for kitties too. When puppies play with other puppies, they use their mouths. Sometimes they nip each other. Same with kittens. And sometimes they will nip you. When a puppy nips you, say something like, oops, and then ignore her until she quiets down. Offer a treat to reward good behavior. See, there's the book. No, this one right here. Right here. Okay. Good enough. Hi. Give me a kiss. Good boy. Okay. Okay. He didn't want a puppy gnawing on his fingers. Sam put both puppies back in the cage with the rest of the litter. Then he opened the cage below. A big dog poked its head out and sniffed the air. Elliot backed away. This is Toby, Sam said. He's very gentle. Toby slowly came out of the cage and thumped his bushy tail against Sam's leg. It's been years since Toby was a puppy, Sam said. He was an older dog when his family left him with us. Why did they leave him? Elliot asked. The new apartment they were moving to didn't allow pets. Oh, that's a shame, Sam explained. Elliot swallowed hard. That must have been rough. He wondered if Toby missed his family. Toby doesn't get much attention, not the way the puppies do, Sam said. Would you like to spend some time with him, Elliot? Elliot didn't answer right away. Toby was a big dog. He came all the way up to Sam's thigh, but Sam said he was gentle. Okay, he whispered. Leaving the girls fussing over the puppies, Sam led Toby and Elliot to a quiet area in the back of the building. Toby flopped on the rug, and Elliot sat down next to him. The big dog rested his head on Elliot's knee. Elliot stroked his silky ears, and Toby let out a sigh. Oh, my goodness, isn't that sweet? Here's a picture of, here we go. There you go. Okay, all right, I see you. I know, you want attention. A look inside. Most of the animals in a typical animal shelter are dogs and cats, but some shelters take in birds, rabbits, and other pets. And that's the way with the Prince George's County Animal Shelter. They take in everything, every living creature, and even pigs and cows and horses, and all kinds of stuff. Snakes, iguanas, turtles, frogs, everything. But some shelters take in rabbits and others. When an animal first enters a shelter, a vet gives it a checkup. The vet will make sure the animal's healthy. If there's a problem, the vet will try to fix it. Staff and volunteers look after the animals. They give the animals food and water and clean their cages or pens. They walk dogs and cuddle cats. Yay! Pick me! Before you can adopt a pet, you have to fill out an application and answer questions. Then a volunteer will take you to see the animals. After you have picked out a pet, you will sign a contract. The contract says the owner promises to take good care of the animal. And when you do adopt a kitty from us, Cause for Paws Cares, you do have to fill out a application and a contract. Yes, saying that you will take it. So all rescues and animal shelters are the same. He likes it, Elliot said, surprised. He sure does, Sam said. While Elliot was petting Toby, Sam unloaded the rest of the bags of puppy food from the van. Kung and Amy were following Tina around the shelter. She showed the girls how to scoop the right amount of puppy kibble. She even let them feed the puppies. Elliot preferred to stay with Toby. He scratched behind the dog's silky ears, and Toby wriggled and let out a big yawn. He seemed happy. The bell on the front door tinkled. Tinkled? Tinkled, okay. And a man walked in. He had gray hair and sad, droopy eyes. In his arms was a large cardboard box. Hi, Mr. Rooney, Sam said. What's that you have? Just a few things, the man said, gruffly. Some canned dog food, leashes, a few toys. He placed a box on the front desk. They were Quincy's. I thought your place could put them to good use. Thanks, Tina said. We can always use more supplies, and I'm sorry about Quincy. He was a great dog. Yeah, well, Mr. Rooney shrugged. At the sound of Mr. Rooney's voice, Toby's ears perked up. The old dog lifted himself slowly off the rug, then he ambled to Mr. Rooney's side. Do you want to see the new puppies? Amy asked. They're adorable. Not interested, he said quickly. I see you, baby. He bent down to pet Toby, then left. Tina shook her head. He's still upset about Quincy. He loved that dog. What happened? Kyung asked. Mr. Rooney's dog died a few months ago, Sam said. They did everything together. Tina sighed. It is. But Quincy lived a long, happy life. She slipped on her jacket. I have to get going, she told Sam. Will you lock up when you leave? Sure thing, Sam said. I'm almost done with my chores. Then I have to get these kids home. While Sam finished feeding the dogs, Elliot took the box off the counter and looked through it. There were throw toys, a tangle of leashes, and cans of dog food. At the very bottom, buried under some rawhide bones, was some kind of book. Elliot dug it out. It smelled musty, but that didn't stop Elliot from opening it. The book was all about rocks and how to identify them. He was thrumming through the pages when Sam called to them. Let's get a move on, kids, he said. It's late, and I promised Amy and Kung's parents I'd have them home by now. Elliot hurried to put on his jacket. Without thinking, he slipped the book in its pocket. Wow. Riddle me this. Ooh. On the ride home, the drizzle of rain turned into a downpour. The van's windshield wipers swished back and forth at top speed. Elliot peered out of the window at the two-lane highway. He listened to Amy talk to her mother on Sam's cell phone. And the littlest dog was so cute, she said. She's the one I want. Please, Mom, pretty please. Elliot noticed how tightly Amy's hand gripped the phone. But why? Amy cried. You promised I could have a dog. After some more back and forth, Amy said goodbye to her mother. She said puppies are a lot of work. They sure are, Sam said over his shoulder. My mom said first I have to prove that I'm responsible enough. Young patted her friend's arm. You can help me take care of Snowball. That will show your parents that you're ready for a dog. Good idea. But Amy just shook her head and stuck out her bottom lip. I'll never get a dog, never. Her eyes brimmed with tears. Elliot reached for a tissue. He twisted in his seat to hand it to Amy. The hard edges of the book in his jacket poked his side. He pulled it out. Maybe there was something in the book to cheer up Amy. He flipped through the musty pages, and an old yellowed envelope fell out. Oh. Elliot opened the envelope. Inside was a single sheet of loose leaf paper with words hand-printed in faded purple ink. Elliot read the first two sentences. Answer the riddle below. It will lead you to a great treasure. Underneath was a riddle. What do you put in a bucket to make it lighter? Huh? Kung said. What did you say? Elliot realized he had read the riddle out loud. He repeated it. Then he showed Kung and Amy the book and the sheet of paper. That's strange, Amy said, drying her eyes on her sleeve. What do you think the treasure is? Kung asked. A precious jewel? Maybe it's a chest filled with gold, Amy said. Or maybe it's a piece of gum, Sam said from the front seat. It sounds like somebody's pulling your leg. He stopped at a light. Wow, he added, this rain is really coming down. Elliot repeated the riddle a third time. What do you put in a bucket to make it lighter? He scratched his chin. Any ideas? Ooh. That's easy, Amy answered. Air. I don't think that's it, Kung said. How would you put air in a bucket? Besides, Elliot said, air has weight. It does not, Amy said. Elliot was about to argue when Sam pulled over and stopped the van. What happened? Kung asked. A state trooper was walking over to them. Sam opened his window just enough to talk to the trooper without letting too much rain in the van. What's the problem, officer? He asked politely. This is some really nasty weather, isn't it? The trooper added. Rain dripped off his hat. Yep, he said. The storm came up all of a sudden. We weren't expecting so much rain. It caused the creek to overflow. Now the road up ahead is flooded. We just closed it. You'll have to turn around and go back the way you came. I'm trying to, finish this chapter. I'm trying to get to Greenville, Sam told him. Take the exit over to Pine Valley, the trooper advised. That road is safe. Sam thanked the officer and closed his window. Then he slowly made a U-turn and drove back in the direction they came. Elliot looked out the foggy window. In front of an abandoned shed, he could see a rusty watering can. Water poured out from its spout. "Oh!" he shouted. Amy and Kung turned to stare at him. The answer to the riddle, he explained. What do you put in a bucket to make it lighter? A hole! Amy and Kung sang out. Elliot stared at the riddle in his hand. But how does that answer lead to the treasure, he wondered aloud. Wow, I have not read the entire book. So, this is the name, I know, baby. This is the name of the book. This is called Puppy Rescue Riddle. And I got it from the public library over on 450. I would suggest you go to the library and you can read the rest of the book and find out what the treasure is and what happens to the rest of the story. Wouldn't that be fun? That's so cool. Yeah. Oh, wow. The next chapter would be Dangerous Weather. Right there, Dangerous Weather. That's the next chapter. So, this is the book. You want to go to the library. Hi, baby. The library. Hey, baby. Hi. Trouble says, adopt me, adopt me. I know. Look how sweet. Again, Trouble is 5 months old, neutered, and now it's the end of the show. Time to say goodbye to all my friends out there in TV land. Trouble, do we want to say goodbye to everybody? Say goodbye. And I want to say goodbye to all my friends out there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you go to the library and get that book and finish reading it. And then write me and tell me how you liked it. If there's a book you'd like me to read on the air, or you have a book you'd like to come and share with the TV audience, you're welcome to come and be my co-host. In the meantime, I would like to leave you with this thought. Please spay or neuter your animals to prevent more homeless animals, because they are a cause for pause. Thanks, everybody, and I'll see you next time. And so will Trouble. Right, Trouble? Trouble is a good boy. Yes, he is. Yes, you